Currently at one of my favourite restaurants, waiting for someone to turn up. A waiting game. Something funny just happened. The people next to me are looking at their phone at my videos. True story. I was right. I figured, I seen the fingers pointing, I was like, are they talking about me? You know when you feel someone's talking about you? And then I seen your phone, I was looking, I was like, got to capture it. You'll definitely be on one of the upcoming episodes, so that's for sure. Alright, on our way out the door. Alright, see you soon, Karen. Just leave the door for Jake. So, this is the pap life. Having someone following you with a camera, you just want to get out of my bloody way. Following me everywhere. Just listening on the radio there. This is why I don't really listen to the radio. Yeah. But it's a good talking point that it's becoming too expensive for people to purchase a home. For a lot of people, you know, when they're capped, you know, if they're earning $35,000, $40,000 a year, and that's the limit to where they can actually go with their role, they are going to be capped, and maybe they're never going to be able to buy a home. You know, in this day and age, maybe that's the case. Maybe they just have to settle with renting. If they don't want to rent and they want to buy a home, they need to go and find a job that's actually paying more money, and that might mean they have to go and upskill themselves and go and learn something new. You know, instead of looking at it from this entitled attitude where everyone deserves to own a home, because I don't believe that. I don't believe everyone deserves to own a home. I'd love it if everyone could own a home, but I don't believe everyone deserves to own a home. You know, when I was 16, left high school, became a cabinet maker, you know, I was on $4.98 an hour. I was earning $230 a week. And I know that was, you know, several years or many years ago. Even at that age, I was still trying to figure out how can I actually own my own property, because I knew the importance of owning my own property and what that could do for me moving forward. That's been a starting point for my entire journey. You know, there's so many things that I wouldn't have been able to do if I didn't actually end up building my own home. When I was 18, I ended up buying my first section. But the story behind that, you know, I hustled so hard. I put so much pressure on a particular person, asking them every single day if they had anything for sale. Do they have anything for sale? Because I knew they were actually my old boss, who owned like a heap of land, almost owned half the town, it felt like. And I just asked him all the time, do you have any sections for sale? Do you have any sections for sale? And one day he ended up saying, oh, there's one up here. It's not his, but you can go and ask who it was. You can go and ask if they'd sell it. Funny thing was, it was the high school teacher that got me kicked out of high school. It was his piece of land. So most people, again, would have gone, oh, no, I'm not going to go there. But no, I went to his house, knocked on his door and asked if he'd sell it. Long story short, I walked out of there with my first section. But it's that whole concept once again of, for me at the time, I was doing what I could with what I thought was the norm, you know, getting paid for a transaction. And I thought, like, when I hit 20 bucks an hour and I was out of my apprenticeship and I was managing our factory, I thought I was literally killing it. But then that whole thing of the opportunity, because I always asked myself really, I was always like, what are all these people who have these real nice cars, big houses, what do they do for work? You know, they must be getting paid like $800 an hour. You know, like that was my mindset. It was like you had to get paid by the hour. But then when I realized that there's this thing called passive income, or leveraged income, however you want to call it, it opened my eyes up massively. Box cam. Box cam coming right at you. Right, we're all locked in. To the left. To the left we go. Alright, so we're at the UC Pro, Scott Harris's highest level coaching program, where he creates world-class coaches, so prepares them before they actually get into the industry. This is done the right way. I love it. I'm here speaking, going to share with them the authority roadmap, how to use social media, just how to get their brand out there so they can start becoming the best coach they can be. So I'm on in about, I think, 2 minutes. So let's go on it.
With that, Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big hand to the one and only Brett Campbell coming in now. Brett, buddy.
Thank you.
He's tweeting and blogging and posting as we speak.
Everyone say hello. Oh, good crowd. Best crowd today by far. So I see us as just friends here having a conversation. So I'm going to ask a lot of questions. I'm going to try and keep it as engaging as I possibly can. And of course, trying to keep it as unique as possible for you. Who is it that you want to coach? Who's that ideal person that's in your mind right now? If I was to invite 10 people through that door right now of your exact avatar, the exact person that you know you can serve to the highest level, who is that person?
So for me, it's any doctor.
Doctor?
Who is ambitious and wants more in their life or business.
Any doctor, or is there a specific doctor? Because remember, I'm going to bring 10 of those perfect people through the door.
Ambitious, so people who want more.
Yep. So does it matter if they're a chiropractor, an osteo? Is there a
medical doctor.
So we're getting a bit clearer. A medical doctor doing what? A brain surgeon, heart surgeon. So if I could bring 10 of them through the door though, remember, and this is for everyone, if I could bring 10 of them through the door right now and they're going to sit here and you're going to be able to serve them, who is the perfect person? What type of doctor?
If I was going to narrow it down, which I'm going to now.
Yeah, that's where we're going.
A GP.
A GP?
Yeah.
Cool. So you can see with about 4 questions there, we were able to get a lot more clearer than a doctor. Because a doctor, there's doctors who, like veterinarian doctors, and I say this for everyone because it's not until you get super clear on who it is that you know you can serve at the highest level, you're not going to start attracting those people into your world. Because I get asked to come and speak about Facebook and leads and how do you do this, how do you build a business, but that is the easy stuff, just like Scotty referenced before. The coaching is the easy stuff. But the reason why I've been able to achieve what I have achieved is because of this point I'm about to make here right now. At 5 years old, I remember saying to myself and making a declaration to myself that I will take over the man responsibilities in this family and I will never, ever see my mother and my sister struggle again. That is why I get out of bed every day. That is why I make those sales calls that I never want to make. That is why I will go and talk to people when I'm just like, you know what, I just can't be fucked talking right now. Because I have that reference point. If you don't have that reference point, I really hope you'll go back through your life and you'll find that thing. You'll find that reason as to why you're doing what you're doing. Because that is the reason you're going to post 4 times a day on your Facebook page. That is the reason why you're going to do Facebook Lives every single day. That is the reason why you'll jump on a plane and you'll travel wherever you need to in the world to know what you need to learn. And if you don't have that reference, it's going to be a lot harder for you to find that drive within inside of yourself to make it happen. Here is a task and a goal that I want to set for each and every one of you. Get to 5,000 friends as quick as you can. 5,000 friends as quick as you can. Not just any random people. They need to be 5,000 people that you know are your target market. So if you want to target personal trainers, if you want to target doctors, you go into every doctor community, every doctor group on Facebook and you just go add friends. I want you to get to 5,000 friends as quick as you can. I know that at least half of my friends, about 2,500, because you can only cap at 5,000, at least 2,500 are coaches and entrepreneurs. Because I go into groups and add people as friends. That's it.
I've just finished a 6-month diploma in digital marketing, and I've learned more 1 hour with you here.
Yeah.
That's 6 months studying and listening people say questions.
Did I pay you to say that? How can someone go and spend 6 months in a course and learn more in an hour? I mean, that baffles me, especially from a practical level, like the stuff there you can go and do right now. I mean, a lot of these companies...
25 idea.
Yeah, there you go. 25, go and take them and run with it. That's the beauty of it. And that's what I think is missing in this digital world, is that more practicality stuff. Everyone can give you a philosophy of, okay, this is what I think you should do, because they're just companies who are teaching that. They're not actually doing it on the ground. They don't know when the tide changes all the time.
And I'll be honest, I'm hopeless with the social media stuff.
Yeah.
I want to be good at it, but it's just like,
How bad do you want to be good at it though?
Yeah, well, it's a necessity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll be checking to see how bad you really want it, you know, see what you've taken from me and what you implement.
Yeah.
Because that's the key, you know, you can learn things,
Yeah.
but it's like if you don't go out and action it or test it or try it, and that's why I've referenced like 3-4 times already. You'll go and try it once, it might not work. You might try it 2 times, it might not work. Because that, again, that's not the thing with social media is just because it works for me doesn't mean it's going to work for you.
Yeah.
The formula might work, right? The best practice around it might work, but it's not going to work for every single person every single time. I mean, it doesn't work for me every time.
Yeah.
I'll put a post up and I've got no engagement. I'm like, shit, why isn't that working?
Yeah.
Alrighty, thanks for watching that.
You bet.
Appreciate it.
See you, mate.
Thanks for
See you
coming,
later.
Brett.
Thank you. Take care. See you, mate. See you, buddy. Take care. Thank you very much. Thank you. Important meeting. I have to leave you at home, camera.
Thanks.
Top secret.
Film me, camera.
Mate, funniest thing happened. The funniest thing happened. It was actually really cool. I went in and sat down, and you know when you feel like someone's talking about you? Like I felt like the table next to me, it felt like someone was talking about me. And I sat down, and then I heard the guy. Well, there's a young guy and 2 older people, and the young guy goes, oh, he was talking to the older guy. He goes, oh, and I swear I heard my name Brett Campbell. I was like, oh, weird. And then of course I was intrigued, so I was looking over, and he's like pulls out his mobile phone, and he's like. Next thing I'm looking over and he's in YouTube and he's looking at the All or Nothing episodes. I was like, oh, how funny is that? But the younger guy, he goes, yeah, I've just been following you for a few weeks. I'm on your webinar tomorrow and I'm also going to your event next week. So next month. I was like, oh, that's cool. Good stuff. Shout out, Matt. Boom, that was you. Just know this right now, that it's not easy. It will require time, effort, energy, and focus for you to be able to spend your time on certain things. But always know that there is a way to make it happen. When you say, oh, I want to go and create this new program for this, I'll go, what's the perfect journey for that? So when you've got an understanding of the perfect journey, which I know you already do have an understanding, but we want you to be able to make that as second nature. So whenever we create anything, we do anything, it's like, what's the perfect journey for the person consuming this right now? All right, mate, I'm gonna drop a couple of bombs on you because I know enough about you and I care enough about you. Is why are you wanting to bring this person on? Is it because now that you see another opportunity to make more money? Because what I'm hearing is a lot more work and a lot more time, effort, energy, focus that you need to go and spend in this new era that is not going to be spent on what you actually hired me to do, to be honest. Like that's, you know, you got me in here to blow up the online side of your business. We can blow up your offline side of your business as well, but the whole purpose was for you to make a move down to the Gold Coast, live a better life. You doing that, bringing on another employee to work with you under you, yes, you might get some revenue up front, but that's going to take you further away from what you really want to be doing. If I'm wrong, that's totally cool and we can help you do that, but I don't think I am. I know what it feels like. It's like sometimes you're just doing it because you can do it. And yeah, you might be able to increase your income a few $1,000s a month by doing that. But when you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else. Fuck, that was a good piece of advice. I love it. That was good. But it's true. Another person who's joined the program, he's making good money now. He's at a level where he's like, gets the internal confidence to go, oh, I'm going to go and do this now. And it's like, hold on a minute, that's actually pulling you away from what you originally wanted to be doing. Now it's okay for people to change trajectory. I got there. It's okay for people to change trajectory, but at the expense of what? And one thing I know for sure is I'm not going to go and support him doing this other thing if I know that that's not what he truly wants to do. It's fucking Coach 101, man.
Oh, shit.
Oh, boom, what's in there? Bye.